Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Alex Builds. We have now got issue 66 of Eagle Moss's Build Your Own Back to the Future Delorean. Okay, so last time we left off, we were working on the actual hood and luggage compartment areas. We've finished that area now, so we're moving on to adding some wires. So here's the parts we get. We get some door seals and some cables and everything in there. So put that to the side. I'll show you exactly what we're going to be doing. So we get orange and brown cable and a grey and white cable. We get all of these little parts here. And yeah, let's show you what we're going to be doing with them. So we're going to be working in this area here. So we're going to have to need the upper part of the DeLorean upside down. Then we're going to be putting some little springs on these parts here, putting them in there, and then putting some of these little catches, screwing them down to keep them in place. Then we're going to move on to working on the side of the door here, at the back of the door. I'm just going to be putting some catches in there with some wires and switches, just like that, on both sides. Then we should feed the wires through, and we're going to train them up with these little clamps here, just to have the wires coming out the back here. And at the end, we should have all them wires and door clips, everything installed, and we should have something that looks a little like that. Coming up next time, we do start the first door. So it looks like there is quite a few steps to doing this one, a few bits of cable to put in, some clamps to put in. So let's get the parts open and start building. So we've got all the parts out of the packaging. We get 2 wires, which is 2 little switches, and there's number 1 and number 3. So we're going to put these to the side. We're not going to use these straight away. We get a little bag full of little clips and springs. Don't lose the springs. There's all these little gadgets and gizmos here. 1 bag of AM screws. So let's get our DeLorean up and start fitting these parts. So first off, we're working in this area just here, right in the middle. I'm going to need one of these little springs. I don't know if you can make that out, it's so small. One of them little springs, and one of these parts here with sort of like a step and a little peg on the end. The actual spring is going to go on the peg, and we're going to put them in there. So I'm going to put these in one by one. Then we're going to use one of these tabs, longer tabs, to keep that down. So we're going to put them in one by one so they don't ping off and we lose the spring. So that's our spring on. We want the spring facing the inside, just like that. Push that down. There we are. That's one in there. We put our tab across the top and 2 AM screws to secure that down. We're going to do this 4 times. So first screw in. Get the second one in now. That's that one. Let's get the second one installed. I'm going to go to the opposite side. Two AM screws in that one as well. I thought this part was actually going to be a bit worse, and we're going to have springs pinging off everywhere, going down on the carpet. I'm going to be spending an hour looking for it, but nope, not yet. We're doing alright so far. There's 2 in, 2 more to go. Start securing the third one on. Now this one. One more to go. Let's just go in this one here. So let's line that one up. Drop that one in place. Put our tab on. And then the last 2 AM screws. Last screw now. And there we are. We didn't lose any springs, and we've installed the door catches. Right, so now we flip the DeLorean over, and we're going to be working in this area just here. We're going to be doing very similar to what we did with this door catch here. We'll be doing one here, but this one's going to have like a little switch on it. So this is our switch. We're going to use this one. It says in the magazine it's grey and white, but from the looks of things for me, I've just got a white one with a number 1 on it. Shouldn't matter, I should do the exact same thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this little catch here. I'm going to flip the DeLorean on its side for a better view. And this little catch, this little tiny little catch is just going to slot just in here. So let's drop that in. So there we are. I don't know if you can make that out, but we have put that little catch in there. Didn't want to stay in there, it just wants to fall out. So we're going to quickly move on to the next step, which is getting these 2 parts. I'm just going to lay this down gently for the second so that doesn't fall out, hopefully. Yeah, we're alright. Going to take this one and we're going to fit this into here. So we want the cable side at the bottom. So let's push that in, just like that. And the cable is going to actually be fed through to the opposite side, and then we can clamp this down again with an AM screw. So let's get this fed through the hole. Grab it from the other side. And I can flip it back up. And that's just going to line up just on here. I'm just going to push that into there, behind there, so that little clip doesn't come out. As you can see, just like that, it's actually easier doing it that way. I can slide this cap over the top and then AM screw, secure that down. I think I'm going to do that next time, helps it hold it in. Now let's get our AM screw in. There we are, and we've got that, which is spring loaded just there. Got a little catch, so that's very cool. So now we need to do exactly the same on this side. So let's get this one on, drop our part in, which didn't want to go in last time, but we got that one in quite nicely that time, he says. Right, now I'm going to feed this cable through first, and this is going to help hold this in for us. Let's feed that in all the way through. And then put that behind there. Put that on. As you can see, that's now holding that in again. I can take our next part, that's going to go over the top again. There we are. Much easier doing it that way, I must say. That was far easier than trying to line that up. Alright, let's get this in. And there we are. That's our second door catch on. Give it a try. Spring loaded again. Very cool. So now we need to turn this round and upside down. So the only thing left to do is train these wires down. So I'm going to train that one down. I'm going to put 2 little clamps in. So the first one's going just here. So let's get that one in first. And the screw side is the side where the doors are. So let's get our first little catch in. We're going to leave a bit of slack on that. There we go. Screw that one down. Is that first one on? Well, the second one is just going just here between these 2 parts here. So we line that up. Again, the screw side is closest to the door. So we got that lined up. Take our screw, And there we are. Got that wire trained down there. Leave it a little bit of slack. We don't want to catch that on anything. We're going to do exactly the same with this white wire now. Let's get our first little clamp in. And our screw. There we are. That's screws and clamp now. Going just here. That's that one. There we are. That is this issue complete. You should have these two wires just here coming down from here, and our little catches on there, and our door catches just on there. Coming up next time, we do start our first door. I do have this issue, so we'll be starting this issue probably over the next couple of days. Maybe over the weekend we'll have this one. So there you go. That was issue 66. Join me next time when we do issue 67. Coming up tomorrow, we're probably going to have some Build the Ecto 1. If you like this video, guys, please leave a like down below. And if you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye-bye.